Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We'll arriving at our destination shortly.
Man, scariest shit happened to me just like an hour ago. What time is it now? 9:45, maybe like an hour and a half ago. Sitting here eating dinner, and I'll just out of the corner of my left eye, see something moving. Look over, and it's a big spider. I'm like, holy shit! How the fuck are you on my desk? Like, I keep my area pretty tight. You know what I mean? Like, I do have some mail and some bills and some pens. But I mean, like, it's not like I got trash and shit everywhere. And I looked over there. I said, holy shit. Grab my trusty spray here. My Spectracide bugs. It should pick up the camera here. Not that I'm advertising for these folks, but supposed to kill spiders on impact. Man, I soaked them up. I gave this guy a bath. It wasn't just one spray. It was like multiple sprays. And I'm like backing up into the kitchen, watching this little spot. I say little, it wasn't little, man. That motherfucker was even when it was dead. I think it was a dead spider that I saw. I'm still not 100% sure I killed him or not. But I backed up into the kitchen, still keeping an eye on him, grab my vacuum cleaner, plug it in. By the time I get back to the corner of my desk where he was, I can't find him. And I'm like, oh no. Like, I just want to fly a damn airplane, man. Now, like, I'm watching this, like, trying to figure out where the spider is. So I sit down with the vacuum at the ready, with the nozzle out, foot on the on button, just waiting to see him. I don't find him anywhere. So I start looking around, and I think it looked like a spider. Now, I mean, I had my glasses on, and it was like down on the floor. I just didn't get like down like eye level, but it looked like a dead spider. It looked like it was upside down. So I guess maybe he fell off the table or my desk and then crawled under there. But man, that shit was wild. I was like, holy shit. I called my daughter. I'm like, dude, did you just put a spider on my desk? She's like, what? I said, well, you just came over here to grab one of them. I have these picks you can use on your teeth. It's like, it's got like these, like, I don't want to say serrated, but it's like kind of ribbed a little bit, to get like in between your gums and shit, and if you have like braces, you can use it to get like behind your braces. Like, I still have a brace on my lower teeth here from when I was a little kid. I'm old man now. And so anyway, but the spider like was right there, like where she was at. I'm like, dude, did you just come down? The spider on my desk? I mean, like, I think she did. I don't know what kind of spider that was. The vacuum cleaner is this dead spider's home now. Man, that shit was wild. But yeah, I bought this on Amazon. It was like $10-12. One of the best buys I ever bought. I have a big jug, regular spray that I spray around the house. And in this I use like in case of emergencies, like on contact, like if something's in the house. And I think we got some wasps building, I think we have paper wasps building a nest, like right where my room is, like upstairs, like in the corner of the house. Thankfully, it's getting ready to be wintertime, so they're pretty much dying. And I don't know if they're nesting like on the outside wall, or if they are just using, like, if they're just going in, grabbing some wood, and then going back to their nest. Like, I haven't noticed any activity from them at the house until like 2 weeks ago. And I go outside a lot. Like, I go outside like every break for work. Anyways, welcome to the latest episode all about aviation channel. My name is Greg. I'm going to be your internet host on this here episode. Make sure you hit like, subscribe, and follow. And we are doing, we're going to start IFR training tonight. Now, oops, wrong one. Interact. Why is it? That's so ghetto. Hang on a second. There we go. Okay. So this is, I read through these, they look pretty cool. these two lessons here. So you can actually follow. I put the link in the description. So if you guys want to follow along, you can. So we're going to do basic IFR, which gives you distance to height. Like some of these I didn't realize. Like a 3-degree descent angle. I had no idea it was ground speed times 5. And then as you know, if you're going down like here, if you're doing 100 knots at a 3-degree angle is 500 feet per minute. Like I didn't know that. I knew about the distance to height, you know, like miles times 3 roughly, you know what I mean? And turn rate, I had no idea about this either. Like speed 120, you take the 0 off, add 7 to it, and then that gives you 19 degrees turn. Like I had no idea. So this is pretty cool. So hopefully we're going to learn some cool shit on here. So let's jump in this this here episode. See what we can learn. I do have my regular like work chair, so hopefully if I need to use the rudders, I'll just hold on to like I'll hold on to the big bar down here on my yoke and use my other hand on the yoke here, because if like I said before, if I use the rudder pedals, I push too hard, I'm gonna wind up sliding backwards since the caster's yeah. Anyways, I think you guys get it. All right, basic IFR. Let's fucking go. Let's and go. Might need to pause it real quick and make sure we have the right line. I think this is the Cessna 152. Up to me, Yoke. Up. Your AI god. All right, let's oh, conditions correct. Okay.
Welcome to Shoreham on the UK South Coast, where we'll begin our study of instrument flying by starting with the basics. Make sure to take a look through the manual as you progress to arm you with the knowledge you'll need. Flight on instruments alone requires accurate and smooth handling, so we'll look at doing some handling practice with the conventional Cessna 152 with analog gauges. Complete your checks, and when you're ready to go, taxi ahead to the holding point of runway 20.
Oh, I did turn on objectives, so you'll notice that's new up in the top corner there. See if there's a... Okay. Let's take off our parking brake. Well, let's make sure our trim works. Actually, let's zero that back out again. All right, so there's takeoff trim. Parking brake is released. Whoa.
Foxtrot Sierra Alpha Charlie, cleared line up and take off, runway 20, wind calm.
Take off and head south, climbing to altitude 2,000 feet.
You got it, boss. I hope we're gonna learn something this time instead of you just having a chauffeur you around. That's kind of what I feel like we've been doing. I feel like we just been like your own personal taxi service. All right, head south. Got it. All right, take off power set. Oh, rudder pedal. Speed alive. Start releasing the yoke a little bit. It's 80. south, 1,000 feet. Got it. What's up?
Now we're safely climbing away, we don't need our flaps anymore. Please retract the flaps and we'll climb more
Hey, what's up,
efficiently.
Cal? How you doing? Thought I already retracted the flaps, dude. Flaps. Let's get up to 2,000 feet. Let's adjust our trim. What's good, mommy? How you doing? Should be climbing at about 80 knots right now. Let's increase our angle of attack a little bit. Just did battle with a massive spider. I think I got the spider.
The first thing we're going to try is leveling off at an altitude. As discussed in the manual, there is a rule of thumb for choosing when to begin reducing your vertical speed to achieve a smooth and reliable level off. Use 10% of your current vertical speed to work out when to begin the level off. The 152 climbs at about 800 feet per minute, so start leveling off with 80 feet to go.
Oh,
That's at 1,920
I'm not at the right
feet here.
Shit. Yeah, I'm doing good, man. It was a good day at work, good week at work. I was doing good tonight until I got freaked out by this spider that showed up on my desk out of nowhere. Like I was sitting in the beginning, I was eating dinner, and then out of the corner of my eye, I saw what I thought was a spider, and I was sure right. I grabbed my spray. I did battle with the spider. I gave him a bath. Gave a bath of insecticide. And then I went to get my vacuum to go give him a new home, and he wanted to play hide and go seek. So I found him. I think I found him. I'm not 100% sure what I vacuumed up was the spider, but pretty sure I got him.
Level off here and maintain an altitude of 2,000 feet.
And let's pull our throttle back a little bit. It was just a weird place for this spider. Like, my daughter actually came down and grabbed something off my desk in that same area. I called her. I was like, did you put a spider on my desk?
This is a constant rate of turn of 3 degrees
like,
per second. Called
I'm like, just asking, because, you know, right where you were, there was a spider.
Use another rule of thumb. Take 10% of your airspeed and add 7.
Yep.
This figure is the target bank angle for a rate 1 turn.
We need to lower our altitude.
For example, if you're flying at 100 knots, 10% of 100 is 10, add 7 gives 17 degrees bank angle. Turning at rate 1, you'll perform a 180 after 1 minute. And
That's so ugly. Look at all of those wind.
Your turns throughout your IFR flying.
What are they called? Those wind turbines out there, man. Those things are so ugly.
Now turn left to a heading of 090 degrees.
There can't be that many wind turbines out in the ocean there near England, can there? Like that can't really be like a real thing. All right, we are almost at 090. Go. Wings off. Oh, is our indicator not 100% lined up? Might not be. Pretty accurate. Okay. It looked like this indicator up here was different than this one. I don't know how much closer they want us to get to 90, but We're like right there, dude. Shit. Are you upset because I turned the taxi lights off? Is that why you're not talking to me anymore? I mean, we're like right at altitude. Our speed's okay. We can go a little faster, actually. Are we not going fast enough for you? Is that it? I'll increase our speed a little bit. Got a little more juice. I'm not sure why you're not talking to me anymore. Talk to me. You want to talk to me? I banked left. Did I bank left again? Alright, I tell you what. We will go this way for a little bit, and then we'll level off, and then we'll bank left again. How about that? Maybe we didn't bank far enough for you, buddy. Maybe you're very sensitive about the bank angle. All right, we're back at 2,000 feet. Winds are level. All right, let's try to bank. There we go. I guess we just didn't bank hard enough for you.
Maintain 2,000 feet on heading 090 for a short while. Accelerate to a cruising speed of around 110 knots.
Okay. Got it, bud. I'm okay. I feel better now that you're talking to me again. But I don't like you ignoring me. I don't want you to ignore me, teacher. I'm just a Padawan who's very scared of spiders, even at my advanced age. Come on, 110, let's go. Yeah, bitch, come on. On 110.
Right-hand turn to heading 210 degrees, again at rate 1.
All right. One zero, got it, buddy. Left rudder. Go.
Good. Now maintain heading 210 and altitude 2,000 feet.
Got it, champ. Just keep talking to me. Sorry, we'll get to 210, I promise. There we go, buddy. There we go. I watched the movie Carrie for the very first time today. That movie from the 70s. Dude, that movie was pretty damn good, man. I can't believe I slept on that movie for that long. I can't believe I missed it all these years. was pretty good moving.
Still on the heading 210, climb to altitude 3,500 feet.
All right, let's get about 800 feet per minute. Pretty close. We're about 700 right now. It's about 100. It's about 800 feet per minute, about 80 knots. Heading is doing pretty good. Probably lean the mixture a little bit. Back over to 210. Go about 500 feet. Start leveling off here in a moment. Start trim a little bit. Nose down a little bit. Keep close to 210.
Good. Maintain 3,500.
Let's trim down a little bit. Our heading. All right. Now when I go upstairs tonight, I'm going to be like triple checking my room before I lay down. Make sure there's no spiders. I don't want to jinx myself. So I'm just going to not say anything else about that other than I really hope that there's no spiders hiding in my bedroom.
Staying straight and level at 3,500 feet, slow down to 60 knots.
Our trim. Try to keep our nose pitched up. Are we going to be feathering? Is that what we're doing? Because I didn't think that was IFR.
Excellent. Now maintain straight and level flight with your speed and altitude.
Need to get back up to 3,500 before he says something to me. Or at least within 100 feet of it. Let's nose this a little. Kind of tough, actually. Nice having the... I tell you what's nice. Having the throttle right next to the wheel like with this Turtle Beat system, I can like kind of use the palm of my hand to like my ring
Now,
finger.
Maintaining 60 knots, climb to altitude 4,500 feet.
You get the right heading again. I can use my fingers to like, there's two fingers, a ring finger and the pinky, to operate the throttle, and then I can use my index finger for the elevator trim. You can kind of see it moving a little bit, the elevator trim. You'll see it pulling back every once in a while as we continue our climb to 4,500 feet. Wonder why they have us climbing at 60 knots. That's, no, I thought like the normal, there's got to be a reason for it. I just didn't read the manual. I'll have to read, I guess, that part later and see why they have us doing it. Got to be a reason they're teaching it.
Good, now maintain 4,500 feet at still a speed of 60 knots.
Trim up a little bit. Hey there, what's up, dude? What's up, Average Geek? How you doing? What's up, Darren? Oh shit, let me get back down in altitude. Sorry for being a little late tonight. I was doing battle with a spider. It was like what was that Harry Potter movie where they were battling the spider? Like Lord of the Rings with Shelob. Like we were doing battle. I had the light of Elendil. Had to light that bitch up. The max ceiling of this plane? Shit.
Okay, next I want
Probably
you to
not too
still
much, maybe
maintain
12,000 feet, maybe?
4,500, turn left to heading 070 and accelerate to speed 100 knots.
Okay. So let's throttle it. Let's turn. 070. Trim down a little bit. Pull our mixture back a little bit more. Keep our altitude in check. All right, there's 90. Shit. Now let me trim down a little bit. Way off on altitude. There we go.
Good, now hold your speed at 100.
Got it.
Excellent, and for now maintain speed of 100, altitude 4,500 and the heading 070.
Cool. Pushy, aren't you, buddy? Yeah, this ceiling on this airplane, I'm sure it's not too much. It's just a base bitch Cessna 152. We don't really have control over the type of airplane we use in the academy here. They choose it for us. But yeah, I think it's, I don't know what it is. Could be higher than 12,000. I just know I'm a little spooked. I keep on looking around for other spiders, but that's very rare that something like that happens. I mean, but man, that spider was huge and it came out of nowhere.
Now keeping your speed at 100 to descend to altitude 2,500 feet and turn right heading 220.
2,500, 220. Actually, turn a little bit faster. Crossing 4,000. There's 220. Continue our descent.
Good, and maintain heading 220 as you descend.
Yeah, I know, bud. No. I know, Jeffrey. I got you. 220, 100 knots. That's what we got going on. Looks like it's around 800 feet to 1,000 feet per minute to keep us at that speed. Probably push our mixture in a little bit now that we're descending.
Level off and maintain 2,500 feet. Make sure to maintain speed 100 knots.
Got it. I'm up a little bit. Right, now let's trim down just a little. Okay, buddy. Should be good there.
Well done. That's the first lesson complete.
Yeah! Give me my 10,000 points. What? Man, them motherfuckers are trolling me. Why did you give me any points? Not like it matters. The points don't carry over to the next lesson. Alright, partial panel. So let's check out this one here, unless you're following along. Let's go ahead and bring this back up here. Partial panel. You have... We're going to talk about the vacuum system, compass turns, overshoot, undershoot. That's about it. But yeah, I thought this was really interesting about these climbing rate. Like if you're climbing at 700 feet per minute, begin to lower the nose with 70 feet remaining. I thought that was pretty interesting. The turn speeds, like I had no idea, especially this ground speed one. I had no idea about that. All right, let's do this last one for today. Very good. And maybe we'll do some more bush trip, maybe. Probably do another leg of that California trip. I'm gonna call it a night. And I'll be back tomorrow. At some point, maybe we'll do a real flight tomorrow. I haven't done a real flight in a while. Ooh, we're on the ground. Let me pull the throttle back a little.
We're back at Shoreham Airport to explore how to fly an instrument with system failures, known as a partial panel condition. The attitude indicator and directional gyro are both powered by the vacuum system. A failure of the vacuum system would cause the gyroscopes to topple and give misleading readings. The failure can be quite subtle, so it's important to recognise the symptoms and how to deal with it. Complete your checks and taxi to the holding point.
Alright, that looks good. Brakes off. I need to hold the actual bar down here, otherwise I'm gonna hit the brakes or something and I'm gonna slide backwards because of this chair that I'm in.
Foxtrot Sierra Alpha Charlie, cleared for line-up and takeoff, runway 20,
I should have used my other chair.
Take off and climb to altitude 2,000 feet.
Alright. Got it, buddy. Isn't this the same runway we just used? Yeah, it is. Make this turn and get out of here. Take off power set. Your speed's alive. Knots. 60 knots. We can start pulling back on the yoke a little bit. 80 knots. V1. Rotate. I'm gonna head to the south because that's what we did last time. It's okay. Trim up a little bit. We'll wait for him to tell us to put the flaps up. I put the flaps up prematurely last time, and I don't think he liked that a whole lot.
To cope with the failure of the directional gyro, we can use the aircraft compass as a backup.
Fine, I'll put
But it
flaps
does
up.
have some limitations that you should be aware of. Turning to a heading near east or west is simple and requires no corrections. However,
Let's get up to
turning
about
a
80
northerly
knots.
or southerly heading introduces compass indication errors that need to be accounted for.
Okay.
When turning to a heading near south, you will need to overshoot your target heading by about 30 degrees. This means that whilst turning to your desired heading, you will need to watch the compass and keep the turn going beyond the heading you wish to roll out on.
Alright.
Upon levelling the wings, the compass will correct itself and display your actual heading. Turning to a heading near north, you will need to undershoot. So stop your turn once reaching about 30 degrees before your target heading.
Never knew that.
Overshoot south, undershoot north. Remembered as O-Sun.
Alright. Overshoot south, undershoot north. Plus our mixture a little bit. Give ourselves a little power. We're almost at 2,000 feet.
Level off and maintain an altitude of 2,000 feet.
Okay. Trim up a little bit. Come on, stop
Directional
climbing,
gyro
bitch.
is still functioning for now for your reference. Notice when turning that the indications of the DG and the compass appear to turn in opposite directions. The same concept is true, that turning left decreases the heading numbers, turning right increases the numbers. We'll start by making a turn to west, which will not need any corrections. Simply roll out when the compass indicates west. Turn now to the right to heading 270.
Okay.
Roll out on heading 270 and see that the compass does not require any corrections.
That is very interesting. Never knew that.
Now we'll make a left-hand turn to south, heading 180.
All right.
So overshoot south by around 30 degrees. So keep your turn going until the compass indicates around 150 degrees.
All right. One 150, got it.
There's passing south on the compass. Keep the turn going
What?
until the compass indicates 150.
Okay.
The directional gyro is now deactivated, so it can no longer be used. Your heading reference from now on is only on the compass.
Oh, shit. All right. Maybe you did say that. Maybe I didn't hear you.
Okay, now make a left turn to heading 090 using the compass. Again, as it's east, it will require no compass corrections.
Left 0. Compass. $30 past east.
Good, simply roll out on heading 090 on the compass.
Never knew that about overshoot, undershoot. That's pretty cool. I wonder if it works the same on like jetliners too.
Next we'll make a compass turn to north. Remember to overshoot south and undershoot north. So undershoot the heading on the compass by about 30 degrees. So when you see 030 indicated, start your rollout.
Okay. Stop. Or turn when we get to about 030.
Here comes 030, so begin rolling out.
It didn't roll out quick enough. That is really cool. I didn't know that. Man, all these neat little tricks with flying. That's pretty cool. Overshoot, undershoot.
Now make a left-hand turn all the way to south, heading 180.
Okay.
Overshoot south, so keep turning until you see 150 on the compass.
Okay. 150 is coming up.
Good, and there's an indicated 150 to start rolling out.
Yep. Now we can roll out a lot sooner now. Now we got there. Very cool. All right, let's get back to 2,500 feet. That is a really cool lesson. I'd like to do that when I get maybe.
See the red flag on the attitude indicator?
Yep, I see it.
This indicates a vacuum failure, so the
Shit.
attitude indicator can no longer be relied on. Use the turn coordinator to check for wings level, and use the VSI for level flight.
All right.
With the attitude indicator failed, we're now mostly reliant on the VSI and the altimeter for our vertical navigation. Remember the 10% vertical speed rule of thumb to help you level off smoothly. Again, that's if you're climbing at an example of 500 feet per minute, begin your level off with 50 feet to go.
Okay.
Please keep heading of south on the compass. Try a climb now to an altitude of 3,000 feet.
You fuck. Or mixture back a little more. Using the compass, the VSI needle, and the turn slip indicator. Alright, we got a pretty good climb going.
Please keep heading of south on the compass.
I know, Peter, I know it. Sorry. Trying, dude. It'd be easier if we were flying outside the airplane, but I don't really want to do that.
Level off and maintain 3,000 feet. Without the attitude indicator to help you, you know you're in level flight if you maintain the VSI at 0.
True. Turn slip looks good. Still on south. Pretty much zeroed out on the VSI. Speed is okay. We're a little slow. We should probably be a little closer to 100.
And that concludes this lesson.
Sweet, dude. That was cool. I still got no flights. Alright, we'll have to do our next lessons tomorrow. Let's do a GeFR. Those lessons were pretty cool. Yeah. This is a really good series for $60. Can't beat it. It's such awesome. Like if you like learning and you want to learn about aviation and you can't take private lessons to learn like a lot of this kind of stuff, man, this is a great little alternative. You can do it in the privacy of your own home. You can learn at your own pace. Come on. Activities. Let's see what's next in California. About, let's see. That one. I think this is the one we just did. Spanish Springs, Alameda. I think so. Let's see what it looks like. Might have just did this one. I don't really recall any of them being just 6 minutes. Maybe we haven't done this one yet. I thought the last two were each like 20 minutes apiece. But yeah, we haven't done this one yet. NV47. All right, let me get the right setup here. We should profile 1. Profile 1. Okay, from Spanish Springs, make your way northeast and you'll quickly find the main highway, State Route 445, running north after a short distance. When the mountains begin sloping off flat ground, the road will fork into two and you'll want to follow the northwest path. Get about 4 minutes there, heading 4 degrees. What are we heading right now? We're pretty much like dead at, so we just really just got to take off and just go north. All right, that's pretty easy. All right, let's go. Put our landing lights on. Let's put our strobe lights on. Throttle. Off throttle set. Alive, 60 knots, take off. That's right, I remember. I was talking last time about how it was like, you know, you're landing like, the landing strip's like right next to a Walmart. It's like, here's Walmart, here's our airstrip, here's homes. Like, you can just walk everywhere, just take a go-kart. It almost kind of is like how Trevor was living in GTA 5. Because I remember using go-karts all the time to run around his area. Set over there. You should know Walmart. It's a big old Walmart right there. Alright, so we have this, and then we got to head on the 350 up ahead, 445 curves around a mountain. It's not really difficult. We just need to head northish for about 6 minutes. It's all the homes from Poltergeist. You moved the headstones, but you didn't move the bodies. You didn't move the bodies. It's a good movie, the original Poltergeist. I tried watching the remake. It sucks compared to the original. I'm sorry. I know the effects are cooler and you can do more shit with CGI, but something about those effects from the 70s and 80s. I mean, you knew this shit was fake even back then, but like, it's just the physicalness of like the props. It just was awesome. So this road's gonna split. Is that what it is? When the mountains begin, fork in two, and you'll want to follow the northwest. All right, so just follow the road northwest until we get to our airport, which not centered out yet. A little bit more time. Yeah, then like even like Carrie, like I tried to watch the remake of that today for a little bit when I was working too, and it just sucks. Like I don't like these remakes. And just the Nightmare on Elm Street, I really tried to watch that one. I hated the story. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like one of those guys that I'm just starting to get old now, and I'm like, oh, this fucking new generation. This new generation ain't shit. Music sucks. fucking movies suck. Everybody's woke. But yeah, I didn't like the movies. I quickly turned them off. When I'm working, I can't really like listen to a movie, but I just for some reason I feel better with like just the stuff playing in the background, even though I'm not really paying attention to it. Now sometimes in between phone calls, you know, I'll listen to it for like a minute or two just to kind of recenter myself a little bit before my next call, but that original Carrie was banging. That was a pretty good movie. I watched that movie Thinner today too. It just kind of like on YouTube, it just kind of happened to be Stephen King Day for some reason. That movie Thinner is pretty good, man. I remember watching that movie in the 90s when it came out. All right, here's the fork, probably. So we got to head off on the left. And once we head on the left, we're going to be going for what, 11 minutes? 2.5 minutes, so we're almost ready to land. Let's see what this airport kind of looks like here. Oh, it's another one of those just brown strips in the middle of the desert. Okay. This could be it right up here. Have to check that area out, see if that's it. We'll also kind of tell with how our VFR map is centered. Yeah, that could be it. Actually, it could be coming up here. Let's see, what does this look like right here? No, that's not it. I kind of want to get into playing Farming Simulator again, but like, no, I'm not real sold on the brand new one. Same thing with Train Sim 6. Like, I don't know. Farming Simulator, I've got so many hours in that thing, man. It's embarrassing how many hours I put into that game. It really is for a guy my age to, like, put that kind of time into that game, man. That's embarrassing. It really is. I'm not scared to admit it, but, you know, it's just one of them things. All right, is this the airport right here? Kind of looks like it should be it. Oh, I don't think we've gotten there yet. All right, we haven't gotten there yet. Maybe it's this coming up here. Oh yeah, that's it right there, I believe. Let's give it a shot. Let's power down. Put our flaps out. Give it a shot. I'm not using any rudders. In this seat, if I start using the rudders right now, I'm going to wind up slipping backwards. You know, that might be okay. Let me hold this pole here. Let me grab this here pole. Go off center. Pull the engines. On the Yoke. Yokie dokies. No, that wasn't it, you son of a gun. Could have sworn that was it. Dude, we can't be far. Alright, let's take off again. Damn it. Could have sworn this would have been it. Alright, let's fly around till we see it. Is this it right here? This is probably it, actually. Yeah, we're right around the area for it. I thought it was on this side, actually. I remember from years ago when I did it before. Well, not years ago, but like a year or two ago when I did it. I think we've passed it. Yeah, we just passed it. Got those mountains in the background. Looks like it's got this peak right here. Is this it over here? Oh, wait a minute. Maybe this is it. Well, we could try that. You know what? I don't know if that's NV23 or NV47. Sorry, I thought I saw another spider out of the corner of my eye. Yeah, I think that's the other airstrip. Let's just go a little south and see what we see. Continue to go south. There's a building here. Let's see if we can see that. The problem is that the coloring is not the same. That's part of the issue. Like, they show all this green and shit, but then there's no green. But this building right here could be this right here. Oh, is this it right here? Flaps down. Is this it right here? Probably not, but let's try it anyways. Oh, that's still not it, son of a bitch. Alright, let me see something. Let me zoom in on the VFR map. Directly south from here. Okay. This was the one that we saw before with the 2 runways. Then we need to look for this one here. And then it's directly like Find it. All right, let's take off again. We're gonna find this bitch. I don't do any other flights after this one. We gonna find this runway. First of all, let's get a little air, and we'll get a little high up in the air and see if we can spot it. Yeah, I think this airport up here is this one here. Maybe not. Okay, maybe this one here. Okay, this one right here is this one right here, I think. Which would put this airstrip no, that's not that airstrip. This one is right at the foot of the mountain. I believe that's this one right here. Yep. That's NV23. Then we need to head to the southwest. Okay, yeah, that's definitely that one. All right, let's turn around. Head due south. Let's look for from the southeast, I think. That could be the single strip right here. This right here. See what it looks like again. All right, I believe this here is the airport we were just looking at. This one right here. So let's just go a little bit more south. See if we see something that resembles something on that picture there. Almost centered up. This way a little bit. Is it right underneath of us? Could be. It very well could be right underneath of us right now. Round. Try this little dirt here. This probably isn't it either. Still not it. So close. What does this say here? Ahead, curves around a mountain, standing guard just beyond the peak. Straight ahead to the north stands an area with a small single airstrip. Those are the other airstrips up there. That's Reno right there. 77 VN. Dude, we are so close to it. How are we not here? It's like, it's got to be like right next to us. Doesn't this look like this should be the runway? Like, I think we're here. Let's just turn a little bit. No, we're still not here, huh? Dude, that looks like it should be it. Here's... Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, here's... 77VN, 77NV. There's Kimberly Hill. I mean, here's where it's split off. Let's just type it in and see if it'll find it. I don't think it will. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Look at this. Fucking trolling me. We're right here. Okay. Is that? Oh yeah, that is. Okay. There's NV47. Wait. Maybe we're not supposed to go to NV. Hang on. Maybe this is not the right. Maybe I'm wrong. Where are we supposed to be landing at? What good content this is. Yeah, NV47. We are supposed to be going. Palomino Airport. Palomino Airport. Hold on a second. Yeah, NV47. That is correct. Maybe it's not really called Palomino Airport anymore. Yeah, here we go. What's that? Where's our airplane at? This shit is wild. Oh yeah, that's definitely the wrong airport here. What the fuck? New Farm, yeah, that's not where. Okay. Oh, what is this called? Palomino Airport? I wonder if I can put these coordinates in. North 39 49 dot 4 space west 11 0.96. Oh no, let me go back to my airplane. Alright, are you gonna give me coordinates or what? You're not gonna give me coordinates? Alright, let me see if I can put on my iPad. A second. We should be like right over top of it. This shit is crazy. Okay. See if I can pull coordinates this way on my iPad. Go in here. Oh, there we go. 39, 49, 4. $39, 49, 35. 39, 49, 39, 49, you're like right over top of this bitch. Are you fucking kidding me? I think it's just a little north. motherfuckers. I think it's just over to our right. I have 39, 49, 54 as my coordinates right now. 119, 41, 8. So it's pretty damn close. I'm watching my plane moving on the map here. Not yet, a little bit more. Well, let's keep on driving on the ground until we find it. Trying to get so the VFR map lines up in the center. Getting there. Getting there. You know, one easy way would be to start at the next leg and then see where your airplane is and then just, you know, go from that one. But I think we're getting closer. Oh, maybe this is it right here. This has to be it. No? Really? Wow, that's crazy. Let's see where we're at on the map. Nope, we're not there yet. All right, let's go a little farther west, or a little farther east, actually. I would have sworn that would have been it. That looks like a runway. All clear and shit. Farther. So we're about parallel with the other airport, the bigger airport. All right, we're getting closer. Maybe this is it right up here. Yeah, this wouldn't make sense because there's so many more buildings here than what's on the map. Like, that's fucking ghetto, Microsoft. Like, if you're just gonna give us a dirt strip to land on, at least make the picture accurate. Like, I'm over there on the other side looking at just one building, and you got tons of buildings here, and there's not tons of buildings on this picture here. Showed me a ton of buildings. I don't see any buildings. See this one, and then that one. And maybe this is this one here. There we go. This motherfucking game. This cool. Alright, let's do next leg. Continue. Alright, let's see what next is. About 20 minutes. Yeah, we can do this one. Another dirt strip. Shit, where, I mean, what is the runway here? Oh, this right here. Alright, so let's refuel. Got our lights on. So take off from Palomino, head northwest, tracking with the road that leads into the mountains. Alright, let's go. Take off power set. Need to head on the 308. Road. Remember to undershoot, overshoot. Overshoot south, undershoot north. Landing lights off. Alright, so from here we are riverbed, ignore any junctions you may see. Okay. And head into the mountains. And we have Long Valley Creek. Let's see what this map looks like. We have one big turn. Yeah, we got a little bit of ways to go here. That's cool. So we're going to be pretty much shooting through these mountains, and then past the mountains by the water is where our next airport's going to be. So we're going to have to gain some height because we're going to have to go over some mountains here. Get a little altitude. And then, let's see here. When are we going to be shooting west? Head west along the Dry Valley Creek into the canyons, where the creek will run dry. Continue following the dry creek bed as it twists its way northwest. In short order, another creek will merge with your path. There's our road. But that landing was nuts, dude. I told you, sometimes you just have to like travel on the ground to find where you're going. I mean, like, it shouldn't be that hard, Microsoft. Like, you should, whatever shows up in the navlog, it should be pretty reflective. I mean, I understand, like, if the color of the grass isn't the same, but at least the buildings, you should keep that consistent. Said I would have gone over there earlier if I knew that there was that many buildings around the airport, but there was no buildings. Just that one little building in on the navlog. All right, once we get clear of the mountains, pretty much we're gonna head due west. Once this road meets up with the dry creek bed. Our road, we're gonna continue to follow that. I sure hope I don't have any more of those spiders that show up. That was so weird. I really do think it came from my daughter's room. Like, is that weird to think? Like, because it was right in the same area. She was grabbing. Like, if you heard the story earlier, I'll just say it again. Like, I was sitting here eating dinner. I was just chilling, watching a movie. My daughter came down, needed to grab something off my desk, and then like 10 minutes later, I catch out of the corner of my eye something moving. I look over. This big ass spider. Couldn't see its back too well. I grabbed my spray. I gave it a huge bath with some very special bath powder. Well, it's liquid, but I call it bath powder. It was very special. It was so special that it wound up killing it. But then, like, I was watching it after I sprayed it, and it kept on crawling. So I backed up real slow, like. I grabbed my vacuum, I plugged my vacuum in. By the time I got back to the beast to vacuum him up, I couldn't find him anymore. I think I finally found him on the ground. I think I guess he fell from my desk and then crawled to where he ultimately met his doom. But hey man, I felt like Frodo with the light of Elendil taking on Shelob. Like that was a battle. It was a battle to the fullest. I don't typically have spiders on my desk. Like, typically we don't get that many spiders in here in general. Now, we have had the door open a little bit the past couple of days, and it is getting colder out, so I would expect to see a couple spiders here and there, but not usually like that size. That size was pretty fun. But I'm pretty sure I vacuumed him up. I'm pretty sure what I saw on the ground was his dead body. It looked like a bug that I vacuumed up. It was just... I was kind of far away from it where I could see it. It was kind of dark under my desk. But I had to take my computer apart and dust through it. It's been... I've had my computer now for almost a year, and I have yet to take it apart to dust it. And I looked in there last night. Actually, I was looking inside the main body of it, just checking out the different LED lights that are available. I don't usually put the LED lights on. But last night I did, just to kind of play with them a little bit to see what kind of colors they have. I noticed how dusty it was. I was like, shit, that ain't good. Alright, I believe that's our dry creek bed coming up. Still following our street, our road, right here. Taught us in VFR school to keep it in sight. That's what we're doing. I believe we're going to be heading due west coming up here. See what the VFR map is showing. Yeah, we are almost middle right here, so I believe this is our dry creek bed. So from here, we're going to want to turn on a 257. And we're going to follow it into the canyons where the creek will run dry. Continue following the dry creek bed as it twists its way northwest in short order. Another creek will merge with your path, flowing west toward the border between Nevada and California. Okay. Let's get ready and make our turn coming up here. Yeah, I think I'm going to do a regular flight tomorrow. I'm not sure what the airline I'm going to do yet or what I'm going to do. I need to run a couple errands first thing in the morning. Tomorrow I promised my daughter I'd run out for her. But I think when I come back, I don't know. I might want to do the F-28. I haven't flown the F-28 in a long time. Maybe do the Bay 46. I don't know. I don't really know. I might even do something on X-Plane. Maybe we'll do the 737. That I have the level up one. I don't know. Or I could just continue to knock out some of those best academies, but no. I'm going to get online tonight and do some looking around, see what updates have been out lately, see if there's any kind of cool updates on any of the airplanes that I have. I really would like to fly the Focke-Wulf, whatever that German plane was with the 4 propeller engines. It was a local legend a while back. Focke-Wulf, or Wolfenfock. That's a cool airplane. I like that airplane a lot. Not much to it. You know, it's an old airplane, old passenger plane, but it's a fun plane to fly. Alright, we need to oversteer this. Let's look at our EFR map here. We are pretty much flying over for a little beginnings of a little body of water. That's it. I think we need to continue on a northwesterly heading. Yeah, I think this little water here could either be this one or this one, I think. Head more northwest. Here we are. There's our little creek that we need to follow here. Merge with another path following the border between Nevada and California. Continue. Oh, here we go. Alongside riverbed. Okay. Short order. Another creek will merge right here. Following west toward the border between Nevada and California, Dry Valley Creek will lead you northwest toward the small desert town of Doyle, California. Need to look for what looks like probably this right here. The body of water is right up here, so that's going to be this body of water here. This looks like it goes kind of right towards it, so it looks like the runway is going to be this way. Okay, that's what it shows here anyways. Oh good, well at least we have a runway this time. On the map here. We didn't have that last time. So essentially we just need to keep on flying north-northwest until we see that body of water. Then we need to look out for the runway. This run race should be easier, being that it looks like an actual runway. That last one was a pain in the dick. Every once in a while, a couple of these runways on this California trip are just really hard to find. Like that one we just had, which is near impossible. Dear Lord, please protect my room, and my bed, and my sheets, and my pillowcases. Dear Lord, please protect my blanket, and all my stuff upstairs. But tonight when I'm sleeping, a spider does not, one, crawl in my mouth. Because I heard that humans swallow a certain amount of spiders per year. That's fucking gross, Lord. I don't know why you would have us eating insects. That's what the Democrats want us to do. But dear Lord, please make sure that I don't have any bugs in my room tonight. No, get out of my room, spider. I swear, I'm gonna stay up all night. If there's a spider in my room when I get up there, I'm just you can have the room tonight, buddy. I'll just come down here and sleep and just take my chances. I'll go sleep in my car. Sleep outside and let the paper wasps that are hovering around my my roof, they can wake me up. Kind of like how that bumblebee wakes up Bilbo in Desolation of Smog. Big old butt, man, I would shit my pants if a bumblebee that big landed on my nose. Bilbo's just like, oh look, bumblebee. I'm like, no thank you. I probably would have had a panic attack and a heart attack at the same time if I would have seen them spiders coming at me in the woods. And especially after putting a ring on and they're like, drink the juice. Juice. The hide is tough on this one, but there's good juice inside. It's a decent movie. I think I like the first Hobbit movie the best out of the Hobbit movies. My favorite Lord of the Ring movie is the Two Towers. That one's just like pretty much non-stop action, except when the wafer bitch sings that song. Usually I try to mute this. I try to mute the movie whenever she sings that song about her cousin being killed. Trying to use her white privilege to sing that song, but I don't want to hear it. So I exercised my own censorship and I muted it. Are we getting there? We getting there. We almost come full circle. From where we started. Come a long way. Started all the way down here. Made it all the way up here. Alright, this lake should be coming up. I think I see it up here. We have mountains, so it should be. There's a little bit of a doohickey here. And then we have our runways. Probably over here somewhere. Maybe not. This could be the little doohickey I was talking about. That could be the runway right there. Dude, the binoculars on this chase plane thing are great. I never really used them until I was doing these bush trips. Comes in handy. Alright, let's continue on our path. We're not at the runway yet. And I think this is it right here. It looks like it's supposed to be a river breaking off into mountains. Maybe a street or another river, I don't know. Parallels. This looks like it's going southwest. This is pretty much due west right here. Come on, Dewberry. Dewberry is my man. I used to like him on Hell's Kitchen. What was Dewberry and when he liked the second season? I almost like Dewberry as much as the Asian dude. That Asian dude. What was the Asian dude's name? Was it Roger? The one who wore the big cowboy hat? Who was like crying and shit. Like I'm freaking out right now. Yeah, I think Dewberry. Dewberry was great. Wonder where Chef Dewberry is nowadays. What's he doing? I'll have to go back and watch that Hell's Kitchen. Alright, let's see here. Getting closer. I think this is the doohickey we're flying over right now. I think this is the doohickey. Our airport should be right up here somewhere. It'd be nice if the runway had lights. Little lights to let us know where the runway is. Feeling good. Sleep in a monkey tree. Drink surf. Bird in the small cave. Run away with me. Young girl. Sleep in a monkey. Drugs and the drink surf. Yeah. We're pretty much right on top of this mug now. It's a little bit north of us. Let's see if we can see this thing anywhere. Oh, there it is. Right there. Alright, let's turn around. I'm in for our landing. Put our landing lights on. We'll spin around proper like this time. Pretty sure that's our runway. Let's see here, and that's about a heading of 70. So let's see here. Opposite of 60 is 240. Take 240 to 250. Go out to these little homes and shit out here, and then we'll spin around to about a 240. Runway. Oh, we got purple seats, man. We must be doing that for the Ravens. Here we go. Let's go Ravens. Let's lose another game. All right. Get up here a little bit farther and then we'll turn around. Oh, I can't wait to get track IR. So close to getting it. So close. As long as I keep doing good at work. Getting that thing. Probably for the holidays. A little gift I'm gonna treat myself to. Alright, let's pass this little field here, spin around, spin around to about a 40, 60, somewhere in that area, and we are turning right, so we are going to want to overshoot. Overshoot it by 30 degrees, as they say. Let's go to west and then we'll level out. Ready to put our flaps down in a moment. Get to the white band. Take off flaps. Really sure what our ground speed is, but I'm just gonna try to reduce about 500 feet a minute. Really hope this is the runway. Ready and go, flaps full. Flaps full. Flaps full in this airplane really slows it down. Don't go flaps full until you're pretty damn close, because you're going to wind up stalling and falling. This was a fun little leg of the bush trip. I like this. Pretty cool. Power. Care about this part. Let's up. Done. Sweet. Did it. We're the best. We are the champions. We are the champions of all VFR bush trips. All right, my friends, I'm getting out of here. I will see you on the next episode of the Airplane Show. And that's about it. Hit like, subscribe, and follow, and I'll see you on the next one, my friends. See ya.